Well, advertising agencies from all over the world are here in Cannes for the Cannes Lions Festival this week. Even the gamers agencies are here. And I'm joined by Toan, Nguyen, who is from Jung Nerd, based in Hamburg. Well, welcome to Cannes. What are you getting from this huge festival this week? There's a lot of talk about creativity. Are you feeling it?
Oh yeah, definitely feeling it, right? It's not only the feeling for creativity, but also what I love about this festival, it's like, the international people who are coming, but what they all are, looking for is to strive for excellence, right? And I mean, I've been to many award shows, right? But this one, it's really tough. It's really tough, on how you look at the work. And that is something, that keeps fascinating me. And it's my second time as a judge, right? But I always come here and see like, wow, okay, these guys, they are badass.
Well, the reason I ask, are you feeling it, is because there has been some talk about a crisis in creativity, and people are talking about that here. But I'm wondering, how does that play into the gaming world? Because is it easier to create for the gaming world than it is for any other type of sector?
Yeah. Honestly speaking, I really think so, right? Because what are the reasons for the crisis that we are having at the moment, right? I mean, we've been through multi-crisis at the moment, and every brand was trying, to look for purpose and missions, right? Like everyone wanted to save the world, but truth is, people want to forget the day-to-day sorrow. They want, to have something that's just more joyful. They want to be happy. And gaming, as a medium is something, that provides you not only with joy, but also a bit of escapism here and then, right? And what it really does, and this is actually, why it's so powerful, it touches everyone inner child. It's something, that gives you a bit, feeling of security, also love, and playfulness. And that is one of the main reasons, this is actually, what this industry needs. Playfulness, right? I can't see those advertising stuff anymore, right? And gaming is certainly something that can open many new doors to that.
Yeah, and it's interesting because they're also talking this week about the return of humor. Is that important?
Oh man, it's really, really important, right? Especially nowadays, right? Because, I don't want to offend anyone, but we've been through times, where humor, they face difficult times. You could it was so easy to say something wrong, to offend someone. And it's really important that we all care about each other, and we have empathy. But at the same time, everyone, each of us, we need a good laugh once and then. And despite the fact, I did look at the gaming work, and it was entertaining, It was not just entertaining, it was entertainment, and that's a big difference, right? It's not the same. But I still believe there's a bit more room for humor, and I really hope that, this will get more for over the next years. And we, the thing is, that we even had a category on humor, which was newly introduced. This is this is the state of advertising at the moment, right? We need a category, that keeps reminding us that that can be funny.
Yeah, exactly. And looking more closely at what you guys do at Jung Nerd, what's your strategy for the year ahead, and what are you taking from the conversations you're having with the big brands and other creators here in Cannes?
I think there's one trend that I've been seeing here, right? And it's really not only the return of humor and the return of fun, but it's the return of big brands, right? If you look at the categories that we awarded and the work, you will see, that we put in special emphasis on big brands with big words, big budgets, right, and big complexity. And there's a simple reason for that. I mean, we've been through all those TikTok and Instagram times, with cheap impressions and views. And we, as a jury, we wanted to encourage, to put up an effort, to create something big. And I mean, it's really important to have the NGOs and charity work, right? But this doesn't feed this industry. So we need to remind ourselves that the big brands are here, and they are driving this business, and they deserve the big awards. And this is something that will definitely, be something that will hopefully become more in the next years.
Well, you mentioned it earlier anyway, but being a jurist, how tough a gig is that?
Actually, I came here, and my entire profession is about gaming and fandom, nerd culture, geek culture. So I came here and I was like, it's my second time as a judge, right? I'm the gamer, so I know how I will probably rule this. And it took maybe like 20 minutes to realize, okay, shit, like this guy from Wyden and Kennedy, this guy from 72 and Sunny, they're pretty tough too, right? And they're a lot more tougher than I am because they're like used to like a different kind of production values, you know? They work with like testimonial celebrities all the time. And that was like, you know, really interesting. But what's even more interesting is the fact that you can look at a jury and you can tell by one thing whether it's a good jury or whether it's a bad jury, right? And a good jury allows you to change your mind, you know?
And did you change your mind?
I did. Like we all did, all the time, like 180, you know, degrees. And that's important because a good jury is about excellence, you know? It provides you psychological safety because it's not about ego, right? I said this, so I'm going to stick to that. But it's really about talking and then, if you say it like this, you know, okay, it's interesting. And one of the most common sentences that we heard was, this actually grew on me, right? So this is something that is a testimony to a very good jury. Like different kind of opinions, right? And nobody is stuck, right? Nobody is like bare knuckle fighting each other. But actually, you know, listen and changing your mind without feeling bad about it, it's a privilege.